So through the work we did, through the direct engagement activities, the observations, discussion with family carers and support circles, we sort of pulled together key themes, which we've put in our manifesto that are important for young people as they move from children to adult services. Um, Obviously, these are not all the things that need to be in place to support a young person well into adulthood, but they are the key things that we pulled out from the work we had been doing. So you'll see to be ambitious, to live in a safe, accessible place, to meet friends, have reasonable adjustments in healthcare, advocacy, to be able to make choices and influence decisions, communication, be supported with staff who know them well. Some of the things we did, for example, so we know from the work from an earlier film where we saw how important the hydrotherapy activity was for the individuals to be able to meet friends and do things together in an activity that they all enjoyed and how important that was. So it's really important that people are able to access this in their community and partake in an activity that they enjoy, like swimming together. We saw when we did the hydrotherapy session with the young people, one of the young people, we were going to have lunch straight after the session. One of the young people communicated with their own personal signs that they had had enough and they were tired and wanted to go home. This was picked up by the people supporting him. And it's really important that communication is listened to by the people around them, by the people that know them well. In one of the storytelling sessions, one of the people had a broken leg, and this sort of led to sort of some thinking around the importance of healthcare and reasonable adjustments when accessing healthcare. So these are sort of the things that we pulled out, and the transition film is available on our What Matters to Me website. So please have a look at that again, and including with it as alongside all the other films. We'll also be producing a report to go alongside it on how we identified these findings and some examples of around that. Now it's over to you again. We have another Mentimeter for you. Hope. Here we go. So we want to hear from you what you feel is most important or relevant based on your own experiences. What do you think is most important for young people, or perhaps where there are the biggest gaps for young people being able to access all these things? So please take a few minutes to think about the project findings that are based on your own experiences, either as a professional or a family carer. What feels most important or least important to the people you might work with or support? So if you can just sort of have a think and fill that in for the next few minutes. If you don't want to put it on the Mentimeter, or the chat's still open, so please, you can use that as well, or use both. So it's really important, isn't it, that we think about all these things for our young people and think about how we can get those in place. Just give you a few more minutes to fill that in. We know so much that transition is such a key area of focus for many, and we know from families and young people how if it's done well, it makes such a difference, but unfortunately it's often not done well for a number of reasons. So we know it's such an important area, and at the CBF we're doing some work around transition, and we're taking this forward with members of the Challenging Behaviour National Strategy Group transition subgroup, where we're sort of thinking about some of the issues and actions that are needed to overcome this. The work from the What Matters to Me project will provide us with evidence to take forward within our own transition work, and your input into this today will help inform some of those discussions. So thank you for taking the time to fill this in.